Earning your Ph.D. requires a very specific hurdle: securing high-tier publications. You need them to graduate, you need them to build a career, and you have to do it on a limited budget. That usually forces a difficult choice. You either pay massive fees to predatory publishers, or you target elite free journals that reject almost every paper they receive. For scholars in English language teaching and applied linguistics, TESL-EJ often looks like the perfect solution to this problem. On paper, the metrics are highly compelling. It holds a Scopus Q1 ranking in language and linguistics, backed by a 2024 CITE score of 2.5. Looking at this comparison table, the institutional appeal is clear. TESL-EJ charges a $0 article processing charge, it carries that Scopus Q1 status, and it is explicitly listed as serial number 13 on Anna University's approved English journal list, but it operates with a strict single submission policy. Once you submit your manuscript, it is locked in their review queue for an average of 12 weeks. If your paper fails to match the specific editorial DNA of the journal, you face a rapid desk rejection. That leaves you 3 months behind schedule with nothing to show for it. Treating a high-tier open-access journal as a casual backup option guarantees wasted time. Success here requires precise strategic alignment before you ever hit submit. To understand that alignment, take a look at this quadrant chart mapping your chance of acceptance against the required research effort. Down here in the bottom left, we have low effort and low impact. Submitting a descriptive study where 300 students answer basic Likert scale questions about English is highly likely to be rejected. Over in the bottom right is high effort, low impact. This happens when a researcher dumps a 20,000-word unedited Ph.D. thesis chapter directly into the submission portal. TESL-EJ targets the top right quadrant. They favor high-effort, high-impact research, specifically mixed methods interventions or quasi-experimental designs. The first major requirement is empirical classroom research. You need real learners experiencing a specific instructional intervention, like genre-based writing instruction, measured by concrete pre-tests and post-tests. The second requirement is a writing style tailored to practitioners. Editors demand that you avoid dense jargon. You have to clearly state the practical pedagogical results of your study before you display complex statistical tables like an ANOVA output. A standard Ph.D. chapter often relies on heavy technical math formatting. TESL-EJ expects prose that an everyday language teacher can comfortably read and apply in their own classroom. Rigorous data collection fails to secure publication if the target audience cannot easily extract the practical teaching takeaways. Even with excellent data and clear writing, structural errors will trigger a desk rejection before peer review even begins. Notice how this manuscript is structured. The editorial software will immediately flag any abstract that falls outside a strict 150 to 200 word limit. The body text must land between 3,000 and 10,000 words. And as you can see, the journal strictly prohibits the use of numbered headings. Meeting these word counts means you cannot simply copy your methodology chapter. You must aggressively edit your thesis to focus on answering one specific research question. Formatting aside, you must verify exactly how the journal is indexed before you commit your work. While TESL-EJ maintains strong DOAJ and Scopus Q1 standing, current records indicate it is not indexed in Web of Science. If your university department or Ph.D. committee strictly mandates Web of Science or ESCI indexing for graduation, a publication here will not fulfill your requirements. Confirming your institutional indexing requirements and formatting strictly to the journal's guidelines are the mandatory baseline steps for submission. Let's map out who should target this journal. Node 1. Is your focus strictly ELT or TESOL? If yes, filter 2. Do you need Web of Science indexing? If no, the final filter. Are you submitting an empirical or intervention-based study? The perfect match is a scholar researching applied ELT, engineering English, or AI-assisted writing who is willing to translate robust statistics into direct teaching implications. Conversely, researchers conducting purely theoretical literature reviews or those unwilling to heavily edit their thesis chapters should avoid this journal entirely. For those who fit the profile and follow the rules, the institutional payoff is significant. You retain full copyright, you pay zero financial costs, and you secure a verified Scopus Q1 placement. TESL-EJ is a highly strategic academic bet. If you are willing to front-load the rigorous editorial discipline, it is an investment that pays off massively for your career.